I was excited to see Jared Allen get in because played against him. I didn't directly play against him, but I saw the impact he had against our offensive line whenever we played him. They had the infamous cut of Dan Orlowski running out the back of the end zone, away from Jared Allen. I was running around on that play, which was just hilarious. So, yeah, man, I was happy to see him get in there. Well deserved for all the guys that did get in last night. Um, I'm at a loss right now. How many we put in
It
four
was,
guys last
yeah, it
night?
was, Jared Allen, Eric Allen,
Eric Allen, yep.
Antonio Gates,
Antonio Gates, man. I mean, not the best, one of the best tight ends we've seen in the league.
and then Sterling Sharp was got in on the
Sterling
senior
Sharp,
committee.
the pack, the senior, yeah, man. Sterling Sharp's much deserved, and one of the guys that definitely looked up to and watched growing up.
We've seen now in back-to-back years. Last year, a lot of people thought Antonio Gates, one of the greatest tight ends of all time, and now people are saying Eli or even Adam Vinatieri, doesn't get it on the first ballot as a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, one, you probably have pride in that, but it seems, do you see that it looks like it's harder for people to get in on their first crack at it?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I would just say it's hard to get in. I guess period. I would say like in some cases. So just don't take it for granted. Just but it's hard to get in. Period. I mean, you've seen guys that you grew up watching that just like, dang, you would think that they would probably be in, but yeah, man, it's not easy, and um, that's all. I don't
I
know what
heard
else to
this.
say.
I heard this question asked somewhere this week, so I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Gold Jackets, the pinnacle of the sport from a personal standpoint. The Super Bowl ring, hoisting that Lombardi from the team aspect. Would you trade it? Would you trade one for the other? When you
And
look back at you,
that's the hilarious thing, man. You actually think about that. Like, would you rather have, but if the thing is, I would say when I thought about that at once, that's what I thought about. I was like, if I had a Super Bowl ring, I'd definitely have a gold jacket.
so the ideal situation is to have both.
I mean, if you go, yeah, I figure out, and I was like, shit, if I get the ring, then the jacket's gonna come after that one. Not that that's the case, but just the way it played out.
Last thing on the Lions, amazing year. And when you have a good year like that, everybody comes poaching coaches. They've lost both coordinators, a bunch of other coaches. What impact do you
Mm-hmm.
think that'll have moving forward?
Man, it's Dan Campbell's show over there. I just it's hard to say when you've had, I guess, coordinators on both sides of the ball that you kind of built a rapport with. Your team has built chemistry with over the last couple of years, and then you have to go try something new. And who knows? It might not be too different. There might be little subtleties that are similar but not the same. So I'd imagine that some of Aaron Glenn's probably rubbed off a little bit uh, on Kelvin, but I'm sure Kelvin's coming with his own. He's coming with his own thing. So the one thing that I can't say is the way that Dan gets these guys ready, the way they're ready, even when they maybe just picked up a guy and they get him out there, he's able to make plays because they have these guys prepared. They're able to break it down and keep it simple. I think that they if anybody out of anybody have most I guess the highest percentage of probability there when it comes to being able to come in and continue to win. Because they got the same team, they got the same leadership, as far as from when it comes from the team. So if those guys can lead the pack, Dan's gonna, he's gonna lead the organization. And I don't think that the change in the coordinators, potentially could, it might not be as bad as people might think. It's cool. It's very cool. It's an exciting collaboration. With National Lampoon and Jeter, Ricky Williams. It was pretty cool, man, to be able to come together with a couple big name brands in the industry, respected brands that have great followings.
You did a couple pop-up shops in your area.
Yeah, today I stopped by a Jars location and I stopped by Puff. So two of our good partners.
You mentioned Ricky Williams. You know, what he did in this space, do you look at him? Is he like a pioneer when you look at the athletes who've gotten into your space? You've probably talked a lot about to Ricky about this over the years.
Yeah, man. I think everybody, especially football, it goes beyond football because Ricky was one of the first that really, stood for what he believed in, and to see him, doing what he's doing in this industry post his career, just kudos to him because he was most affected by it, with the way he was penalized for it. But there's something you really saw that there was something that he truly believed in the power of that plan.
How was it? I know there's a Jeter potluck short debuting on Sunday. What was it like filming this with Ricky?
No, it's good, man. You don't know Ricky. Ricky has a good sense of humor, man. And so to be able to do like a little short comedy, be and just experience the whole production, Jeter did a great job putting that production together. It felt like a real commercial or even a film almost with the level of production that they had going on there. So I'm just very excited to check it out. I know what I did in it. I didn't do much in it, but it was just all around. All the characters, Amir, Ricky, the director, he did a good job as well. So I can't wait to check it out.
Is it hard for you to have cameras on you and stuff like that? That's some, I would think that that's not necessarily your thing.
I mean, you get used to it, over time. Having played, I did a couple commercials every now and then, and so I was able to, the first time you do it, no, not necessarily. It's not easy to have a couple cameras and then like however many people that are on the other side of the camera, like 20, 25, 30 people on the other side of the camera staring at you while you're doing your parts, But you get used to it after doing it a couple times, like everything.
It was probably what you had at the pop-up shops, but the big game legacy packs, tell us what you got going on there.
No, those are sweet, man. So myself, Ricky did one as well, and it really encompasses, who we are from the athlete to just our personal lives as well. So there's a bunch of cool Easter eggs in the package, which makes it so special, and it's a limited edition and whatnot. But on top of that, some great product in there as well. I forget what Ricky had in his, but I have a combination of it's an OG Kush strain inside. So it's exciting to see the response. One at the stores today. I think if it didn't sell out in both, I think it might have sold out in both locations. Like I said, it's a limited drop, so you got to be on top of it. Even the merch, which is awesome too. Some of those things are already sold out. I'm sitting there, people looking at me like I was like, I don't know that.
I was gonna
you
say
know,
there's like Letterman jackets, there's like apparel, there's the whole nine yards.
The Letterman jacket's sweet, man. It has logos on it from the company, Megatron logo on it. It has Jeter's logo. It's a sweet jacket, and it's in our almost in our Lions color, And then the sweat outfit, the jumpsuit, the hoodies, the shorts are pretty sweet. The socks, they did a great job. There's a little bunch of cool pieces
If
to the
people
collection.
if people wanted to go and try to find and get some stuff, can they obviously they go to the Jeter site? Can they go to your site? Is there a way that they can get to all of this?
Yeah, the best way to do it is to go to Jeter's site. It'll be right there on their page.